Hi, everybody. This is Emily, aka Xa'Vonni, the founder of InnovateX. And this is my YouTube video just to give a bunch of advice regarding the acting industry. I've been in the industry 17 years. I started off in acting myself. I was like 16 years old, going to a school of the arts, and I studied theater, and I beat 400 kids to get into this school. And next you know, I'm doing 4 hours of acting every single day with these other, like, not experts, but these kids have been doing it for a long time. I'm like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? And I did that for 2 years, 4 hours of acting a day. And I learned so much about the acting world over the next 10 years. And I pursued the acting industry on and off as a classically trained actress, getting these different scholarships left and right for the best theater programs in Boston. Emerson College trained me, Boston Center for the Arts trained me, Boston University trained me, on and on and on, and then doing some plays and independent projects and just observing how the scene in Boston started to become really about movies and extras, although all the opportunities were extras, extra work, which at the time I wasn't interested in. I wanted to focus on my college education. But whatever, I stayed in the industry 17 years now since then, and I have been, I've been in the industry 17 years, I've been in the music industry 7 years, modeling industry just about that same amount of time, 10 years or so, yep. Taught 1,000 girls modeling, and just done many of my own projects in publicity for other artists and creatives, have coached over 500 plus people in the arts. So anyways, long story short, I'm gonna answer some questions, all right, from my Ask Me Anything feed. And I'm just gonna pull it up right now so I can take a look what questions came my way and see what I can answer for you. Ready? So someone did ask me, from your work so far, would you say you can spot a talent easier than when you started? What are the common traits of really talented people? Now, when I think of that question, I've been doing this for a long time, been a talent scout for all these years. I can sense something special within meeting an artist, okay? Within like the first 10 to 20 seconds of hearing their work or seeing their work or seeing them perform, I go, yeah. Or I go, nah. Like, I literally have something where I'm very selective on who is the top of their field, who has the potential to be at the top of their field, who has something within them that is a spark within them, that allows me to either reach out to them for projects, or allows me to pull them into my network, or allows me to offer coaching to them, and on and on and on. Right now, a lot of artists ask me for management. I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm very spiritual. I do meditate a lot. I am a certified coach, a master level certified coach. Spent 350 hours being trained as a coach to help artists. And so it allows me to do that. And yeah, so I'm able to sense their energy potential. Let me see my answer that I wrote here. Even see them in the future in some amazing circumstance years down the line. Yeah, I can like sometimes see a picture of where the artist will be like in the future. Like, I can sense like, okay, they're gonna be touring, or they're gonna be in a big concert, or they're gonna be in a magazine, or they're gonna be like performing, and I'm gonna be next to them. Like, I see this picture. And so that gives me the opportunity to go, oh my God, I wanna work with you in some way. Yeah, so for example, I think that there is talent scouts who go out there and maybe select people based on how much money they can make, disregarding the talent of the artist, or maybe is someone they know, or a family friend or something like that. But that's not what I am attracted to. I'm attracted to not only their ability and their marketing potential, but I'm attracted to the future of the industry. Okay. What is the future of the industry? Where does the industry need to go? Where does the industry in music, acting, fashion, modeling, where does that need to go? Where is that going? What's the gap there? You know what I'm saying? Because we're in 2018, we have 2020 coming through. So that's a new decade. So that means we need new artists. We need a new sound. We actually need a whole new everything. We need a new music industry. We need a new acting industry. It's a effing mess. We need a new sound. We need a new feeling. We need a new emotion. We need a new way to make a difference. Okay? So yeah, 2020's got to be it, you guys. That's very, very important. The other question, let me see another question here that someone did ask me. Where did my love for art begin? What ignited it? Okay. So my love for the arts began when I was like 5 years old. Like I literally just remember every single Christmas and just having crayons, like the box of crayons. Remember the box of crayons? And I take this off. The box of crayons, Crayola, or I would have like the pencils, you know, the colored pencils, or I would have like a whole kit, you know, those you know, $10 art kits that kids would get, right? I got those like every Christmas. I remember just looking at it and be like, oh my God, I'm so full of happiness and joy seeing this. And it just made me so excited and happy. I was like, I felt so complete seeing the art, and I would just like start drawing, or painting, sketching, or something like that. And then that unraveled and turned into my journey doing poetry. I mean, I was a teenager, right? I was drawing, and then like I started doing poetry. And next thing you know, I have completed 80 poems by like around the age of 15 years old. I had all these different poems, 80 poems, and it was like very spiritual poems. And these poems had to do with my, you know, my adolescence and like my family struggles and the pain that I went through as a teenager with my parents not being together. And so I had to find my own journey and understand who I was spiritually and as a person. So my poetry, actually, I discovered my poetry, rediscovered it because it's been in my files all these years. And I want to do a book of poetry. I want to like publish it. My younger self, my thoughts and my ideas when I was that young, and I was like studying Buddhism, and I was studying the different religions, and I was meditating, and I was living in the inner city, you know, but knowing there was more to my life than that, and but still going, but then going to like a very prestigious like school based on my IQ. And then going to an art school, and it's just this crazy journey of understanding myself. And then I did poetry basically, and then I was like, I want to pursue acting at 16 years old. And I wanted to go to the School of the Arts in Boston called Boston Arts Academy. And I applied, and they didn't let me in. They were like, no, you have no experience, you can't come in. I was like, what? But I was so determined to like literally get in that I don't know, through law of attraction, I got into like a play. I got into a scholarship, into a 6-month scholarship to do a play and write a play with other teens. And it was at Boston Center for the Arts. And I was like, whoa. And then I got into another play doing Shakespeare for 6 months. So and that was through Emerson College. And so I had like a whole year and 2 bomb ass plays and all this experience. I did Shakespeare and all that. And then, so I reapplied to the school, and they allowed me to come in for the audition, but I didn't want to go. Like I was still like very like procrastinating. I was not confident. I was living in the inner city. I didn't want to audition. And long story short, my ex-boyfriend, my first boyfriend, he was like, Emily, you have to go to your audition today. And I was like, what? I didn't memorize nothing. Like, I was supposed to memorize a monologue. And he was like, no, you need to go. Like, just do it. And I'm like, whatever, fine. So I just got a monologue from my favorite book at the time. I was reading Catcher in the Rye, right? And it really hit me hard. That book is amazing, certain parts of the book. And so I just basically walked in there, I filled out the application and cold read from Catcher in the Rye. And then I did some improv. And I hate improv. I don't think I'm funny at all. And they were like laughing their ass off. And then I was about to head out and they were like, they stopped me. They're like, the school stopped me. You're like, oh my God, we want you to come into the school next week. And I was like, what do I do? Like, what do you mean? It's like, we want to transfer you out of the school. We want you to come to the school. And they're like, you're in 9th grade, right? And I'm like, no, I'm in 11th grade. And they're like, what? Like, they were like, we only accept people in 9th grade, but we're going to make an exception for you. It's okay. We're going to sign off on everything. We're going to sign you out of your school. I was like, oh my gosh. And so I did. In a week, the next week I was in the school with 11th grader and people look at me all weird. Like, who is this girl getting into the school to pursue theater and to pursue acting? And I was like, whoa. And they never did that in the history of the school. I was like the first person they allowed to do that, to bring in like mid curriculum, whatever, the 4-year curriculum. So I took that as a spiritual sign for me to continue. And then I kept getting scholarships and I was doing theater like 4 hours a day and it just kept building up and up and up. From that journey, years later, after I got my bachelor's degree, and kind of also finished up my master's degree because I had kind of given up on acting because nobody helped me and doors kept closing. I was like, why spiritually, like all these doors are closing? But I was so like on point and organized and applying, and I had my headshot and everything. And I was like, why? Like I was, applying for everything, but I was doing also like these independent projects. And I was like, what's going on? So I had given up acting because I had no support, even though I was super good at it. And I moved to New York City, went to coaching school, decided I want to coach corporate people. The last day of coaching school, met an artist on the train who changed my life. And he inspired me. And he had gone through Hurricane Katrina. He had lost everything in the hurricane. And he was on the train and we just had this really like philosophical conversation about his journey, how he lost everything. He was still pursuing music. And it inspired me so much. I was like, I need to help those people. I need to help artists. I need to help corporate people. I need to help artists with what I know about corporate, with what I know about business and psychology and marketing and sales. I need to help them. And that led my journey to go into the music industry. Now I've been in the music industry as a talent scout, A&R type of person, publicist for 7 years. My business is NVX. And then like, just kept collecting people, lived in 4 cities, New York City, Miami, Chicago. I'm in Chicago now. And it's just been crazy. Just meeting people, doing my own projects, building my brand, throwing parties, talent scouting. Now I've just been in this thing 17 years. I'm like, whoa. And I love it. And it's just my passion. So I'm going to answer one more question before I finish this up. Let me see what people got. But yeah, this is, my own passion to help the artists. And so what NVX is, it is my own independent media company for independent artists, for artists to come in and get the support that they need. They need to be in a magazine, fine. Got a magazine launching in a month. Be part of it. You want to be in events in Chicago, coming up in New York City, coming up in LA? Great. Be part of ICE Creative Studios, okay? Be part of my project, but guess what? You're in the event, you're going to be in the magazine because the footage is going on this YouTube, hello, and it's going into a magazine, so the pictures, okay? Do you need coaching? Guess what? I'm a master level coach. I can coach you. Connect with me. Do you need booking? Guess what? That's something we can do. I know a lot of people. I have I have like 500 venues on my venue list. I'm excited to send you out. Do you need a manager? I really didn't want to manage, but now with all this amazing opportunities coming my way, through Reverb Nation and just the level I'm at right now, all these amazing artists are coming my way that I actually am like, I need to protect you in the industry. I want to manage you, you know? So InnovaX is my own media company, independent media company for you guys. It leads the way for artists. And on top of that, I'm a brand consultant, so I can help you figure out your brand. Okay, so where's the last question? Let me see. Let me see. Do you believe in the law of attraction? Okay. Now, something I do coach on, aside from life, business, is also law of attraction. I literally have lived in 4 cities now based on law of attraction, knowing nobody, like knowing like one person, and then they would give me an opportunity or something, and I would move here or move to the city and just meet everybody, just do my events and just keep living in luxury condos and keep living an awesome life and luxurious life, but still like, you know, working and hustling and working on my projects and still like collecting talent and getting like more known. Like literally, you guys, I'm currently living in Chicago in one of the best, most luxurious towers here on the 54th floor. Ugh. And I moved here knowing nobody, hardly, except for some members of my family. And now I know everybody. I know so many people, you know, not like everybody, but I'm getting there. Like I know so many people. I've done 7 parties here and I promoted 150 artists I personally scouted. And I'm living in a freaking high rise again. And I lived and I see the skyline of Chicago, you guys. And I see, look, I'll show you really quick. You see that? You see that? And I lived in the 35th floor in Miami, in downtown Miami. Did it again. And in New York City, I lived in 2 different luxury condos, one at a time. And I saw the skyline of New York City. And then, you guys, in Boston, I lived and saw the skyline of Boston. I've seen the skyline of every city through law of attraction and through meditation. And everyone I meet is through law of attraction. All my opportunities that come my way are through manifestation, through my laws that I've made for my life, through my journaling, through my writing, through laws. You got to write your laws down, you guys. Okay. Again, you need a coach, someone like me to help figure you out and to get your plan and to figure out your plan and keep you motivated, keep you honest and keep you focused on the day-to-day. You guys need a coach. Everybody needs a coach. I personally been coached, like so much coaching through my coaching school. I went through so much understanding of myself. And most of you guys have not. Most of you guys have not been through therapy or been coached. And most of you guys are very confused and you need support and you need help and you need a law of attraction coach. You need a life and business coach, someone to help guide you. Okay, I'm for real. So I've been through that. I'm helping artists. My life is actually pretty great. And it's just like the sky's the limit. I'm like, what is next? Where else can I go? Like, and I feel so grateful for everything because there is a creator. There really is. And I feel connected to it. And law of attraction for real, you guys. Able to manifest and pull the right people to my network, the right opportunities, the right business ideas, the right loving situation, amazing cities, and that stuff works. So yeah, you got to believe in something, you guys. So yeah, that's my final answer. I'm talking about law of attraction. So yeah, law of attraction, you guys. Follow your passion, okay? Do what you love, okay? And credibility, put your time in. You got to pay your dues. You got to put your time in, okay? Dues. Your time is priceless, okay? You got to put time in. It's called dues, right? It means you got to pay. You got to pay with your time. If you're not going to pay with a huge budget, you're not a multimillionaire, you're not a celebrity, you're not like you grew up and you grew up rich. So you go, oh my God, perfect, 50,000 bucks, boom, goes to a producer to do your album, your music videos. If you're not privileged like that, you know, which is a major shortcut, then you got to pay your dues, and those dues is your time. Pay your dues with your time. Put the time in, connect, collaborate, learn, be humble, be excellent, be passionate, be honest, stay true to your values. Don't sell yourself short. Don't sell out, be original, and be with a team, be with a coach, connect with me, okay? Law of attraction coach, someone who's been there, done that. Been in the industry 17 years. Okay, 3 answers. Thank you guys. I'll answer some more questions in the next video, okay? So that's my advice for you. All right, guys, talk to you soon.